Hi everyone, hope you're all having a great day, and today let's talk about matchmaking, because at the moment I'm sure a lot of people can agree it's quite broken. There are a lot of things that are wrong about matchmaking, and at least there's some good news because Respawn is planning to make some changes to it. But before we talk about what Respawn actually has in store when it comes to changes to matchmaking, I want to go over a couple of things about how the matchmaking system works in Apex at the moment so that we're all on the same page here. Now, first things first, it seems like a lot of people have this confused, but when solo queuing, Apex actually tends to put you in lobbies with other solo queuers. This means that if you're playing the game by yourself, chances are you're going to be put into a lobby where the vast majority of people are also solo queuing. This makes it a lot more fair for you when you're playing that match. We all know there's a massive advantage with a team being able to communicate through voice chat, or simply a team that has played together for a long time getting put into a match that's full of solo queuers. That's nowhere near fair. Yet the problem still stands, as sometimes when we do solo queue, we still end up seeing those masters or pred stacks, and chances are they're probably a pre-made squad. So while a system does exist to give us solo queuers a bit of a better experience, some changes still need to be made to make matchmaking even better. And for those of you that have played a lot with a pre-made squad as well as played a lot solo, you've probably noticed by now that a lot of the times when you're playing with a pre-made squad, it's much harder to 1v2 or 1v3 compared to trying to do it as a solo. Once again, this is because if you're joining a game with a pre-made squad, it's going to match you with other pre-made squads, which means you have to 1v2 or 1v3 against a coordinated team compared to when you're playing solo, the teams are made up of random players. But there's one other factor we also have to take into account when it comes to matchmaking, and of course that is the queue times. Respawn has consistently throughout the seasons valued queue times very highly. This is one of the reasons as to why we always have maps in rotation instead of simply having all the maps available to us and we can select which one we want to play on. We can also see this happening when it comes to ranked and its matchmaking system, where for example a platinum player can be in the same lobby as a diamond player in a lot of cases because, well, there's simply not a lot of players in that specific rank, especially as you go higher in the ranks. Not to mention certain servers simply have less people playing on them in general. And so in a lot of cases, instead of the servers queuing you with people that are farther away, the matchmaking simply allows a wider range of skill levels to be included in the match you're about to join, which probably explains why in a lot of cases your teammates can be absolute trash, but there could be one or two preds in the lobby as well. And I actually have a personal example of seeing this happen. One of my friends is a Predator this season, and he actually reached Predator rank within the first couple of days this season, meaning the Predator ranks didn't even fill up. The moment he hit Masters, he got the Predator badge, and he's been consistently one of the best players I've ever seen. One of the main complaints he has with Apex is that pubs are simply too easy. Now you might be thinking that sounds ridiculous, but here's the thing. On the servers that he plays on, there simply aren't that many people compared to, let's say, servers in the US, meaning there's only so many good players that are available for matchmaking. This means that for most of the matches he queues into, the players in that match are not going to be at the same skill level as he is. This is a beautiful example of the situation we as Apex players have been put into. Now, I'm nowhere near insane at Apex, and I'm guessing most of you aren't insane as well, which means that for the majority of us, most of our matches will be at least somewhat fair, but once in a while, we will get put in a match with someone that is absolutely insane because that person simply has no other lobby to get put into. So what is Respawn actually planning to do to matchmaking? Well, they are currently working on ways to improve the rank system, especially with the new rank system we have right now. A lot of people are not very happy with it, and one of the biggest issues I see at the moment is that Pred and Masters players can be put in the same match as Platinum players, and it's simply not fair in a lot of cases. Imagine you're trying to climb Plat or Diamond ranked, and all of a sudden a Pred squad comes by and wipes your squad out. I don't think that's a fair way to die off in a ranked match when you're supposed to get put against players that are at your own skill level. If you're a Platinum player, you should be fighting against Platinum players. I think the farthest range it should ever push this is to Diamond 4 or Gold 1. So how do we fix this problem? Well, many people share the same suggestion, but basically I'm sure the player base would love to see an option similar to what we see with no-fill, where we can check a box which would change the priority when it comes to matchmaking. So if at the moment the matchmaking system prioritizes queue times, if we check that box, it'll prioritize skill level over queue times, which means we might even have to wait a couple of minutes to get into a match, but once you do get into the match, all the players' skill levels in that match are very similar to your own. But anyways, I'll be ending the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, as always guys, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.